I get it, you're staring at a tiny apartment corner, dreaming about a full-body workout, and the idea of spending a few $100 on a piece of equipment that might end up as a decorative rack is nerve-wracking. You've probably Googled best home gym for small spaces, watched a dozen YouTube unboxings, and still feel that tug of doubt. What if this thing takes up all my floor space and I can't actually use it for the exercises I need? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's break down exactly what the Altas Strength 3087B Smith machine brings to the table, where it shines, and where it might leave you wishing you'd gone another route. First off, this isn't a flimsy, budget-only rack that you can bolt together in 5 minutes and hope it holds up. Altas markets it as a light commercial-grade build, and the steel frame feels solid enough that you could probably lean on it while changing a tire, not that you'd want to, but it gives a sense of confidence when you're loading the bar with 180 kilograms of plates for a heavy squat. That heft, however, comes with a trade-off. The unit weighs close to 300 pounds itself, so maneuvering it into a home gym corner takes at least 2 strong people or a dolly. If you live in a top-floor apartment with a narrow stairwell, you'll need to plan the delivery route carefully or risk the whole thing getting stuck at the door. The biggest selling point is the integrated Smith bar combined with a leg developer, which essentially gives you a built-in leg press. For anyone who's tried to piece together a squat rack, a separate bench, and a leg press machine, the 3087B promises a complete home gym in one footprint. In practice, the dual-action press arms let you perform traditional Smith bar movements, squats, bench presses, shoulder presses, while the leg developer slides out for hip thrusts, calf raises, and even a seated leg press motion. I've seen a couple of home gym owners set up a full routine where they start with a Smith bar squat, transition to a leg press without changing stations, then finish with a few rows using the same frame. The flow saves time and keeps the heart rate up, which is a genuine advantage if you're doing circuit-style training. Now, who actually benefits from that kind of setup? If you're a beginner or intermediate lifter who wants a wide variety of compound lifts without buying separate machines, the 3087B is a solid match. It's also a good fit for families where one person might be doing upper body work while another does lower body exercises on the leg developer at the same time. The 24 attachment points let you hook up different pulleys, rope handles, or even a lat pull-down bar without crowding the floor. On the flip side, seasoned powerlifters who need free weight bar paths with no guided rails will find the Smith bar restrictive. The fixed trajectory can change the mechanics of a squat or bench press enough that it feels off compared to a regular barbell. If you're chasing a raw strength max, you'll probably want a dedicated power rack and a separate leg press. Let's talk about the day-to-day experience of using this machine. The bar itself moves smoothly along the vertical rails, thanks to a series of rollers that Altas says are dual action. In my own testing with a 20 kilograms bar and moderate weight plates, the motion felt buttery, there was no noticeable hitch or wobble. That smoothness matters when you're doing high-rep sets. A jerky bar can throw off timing and increase injury risk. The leg developer's range of motion is decent, though you do need to adjust the footplate each time you switch from a seated leg press to a standing calf raise. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's an extra step you have to remember if you're hopping between exercises quickly. One hidden trade-off is the space required for the leg developer's full extension. When you pull the leg press out, the unit stretches out about a foot beyond the main frame. If your garage or spare room is tight, you'll have to keep a clear lane in front of the machine, otherwise you'll be constantly bumping into walls or furniture. This isn't a problem in a dedicated gym room, but it's something to factor into your floor plan before you click buy. Another practical concern is the cable system. The 24 attachment points all feed through a single set of pulleys, and while the cables feel sturdy, they do require occasional lubrication to keep the glide smooth. It's not a huge maintenance chore, but it's an extra task you won't find with a plain squat rack. Value for money is where the 3087B really starts to make sense. The headline spec 180 kilograms of weight stack sounds impressive, and it is, because it means you can progress from light rehab work all the way up to serious strength training without swapping plates. Compare that to buying a separate Smith machine, often $700 to $900, plus a leg press, another $500 to $800, and you're looking at